Government extends landlord tax registration deadline. Orisha faithful wants national holiday, and World of Work program registration reopens tomorrow. Good evening to Tobago. I am Odiko O'Neill and welcome to the Channel 5 News for today, the 26th of May, Tuesday, 2026. The Ministry of Finance advises landlords and rent-collecting agents that it has extended the deadline for mandatory registration under the Landlord Business Surcharge to June 30th, 2026. The registration one-time fee is $2,500 per landlord. In a May 26 statement, the ministry said it extended the deadline because the Finance Minister, Devendranath Tanku, wants to give citizens additional time to complete the registration process that is necessary to avoid penalties. The release stated, too, that after the minister visited the Board of Inland Revenue offices in San Fernando, Port of Spain, and Tunapuna, he saw that landlords were making the effort to comply with the new registration requirements under the law. He also noted that extending the registration deadline strengthens its implementation. The Landlord Business Surcharge was introduced in the Finance Act 2025 as part of the government's broader fiscal and revenue reform measures. The government said it is part of the effort to increase compliance, improve revenue administration, and strengthen the rental sector. The tax charges landlords at 2.5% on gross quarterly rental income of $20,000 or less and 3.5% on gross quarterly rental income exceeding $20,000. Tax payments are due quarterly and must be part of an approved Board of Inland Revenue return. The designated payment deadlines are March 31st, June 30th, September 30th, and December 31st, the ministry said. Chief Secretary Folly Augustine estimates that the Marine Park Bill will be laid before Parliament soon. He made his statement in an interview with reporters yesterday at Shaw Park.
The bill is still with the Chief Parliamentary Council. That's part of the process. So we pass a bill, we send it down to Parliament. It goes to the Chief Parliamentary Council as all other bills, as you would imagine. So not just this one, any bill that goes to the Parliament, including what originates at the Cabinet, also goes through the CPC before it makes its way to the Parliament. So I suspect within a week or so, it will be tabled and we will get to see that bill as carried to the Parliament.
He dismissed suggestions that there was no consultation on the Marine Park Bill, saying that there were meetings with stakeholders.
We did take into consideration some things they said at those meetings. For example, the original Tobago Marine Parks Bill had a cutoff point for use in the marine park without special permit at 6 p.m. What we propose takes it to 10 p.m. The original bill had the maximum decibel level 60. We took it up to 100. But so we did give some concessions in some areas in what we proposed, and we became sterner in other areas. I made it clear when I presented it in the House that we felt that this bill must align itself with other environmental laws.
The Tobago Marine Parks Bill 2026 was passed in the Assembly Legislature on April 23rd. The bill was revised and brought back into the legislature following the fatal accident of 7-year-old Angelica Jogi when a jet ski collided with her, injuring her family members who were bathing at Pigeon Point Beach. The bill seeks to provide guidance on how marine areas are to be used, including the specific use of jet skis. The Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries is having a traditional wake for cultural advocate and stalwart George Stanley Beard, who died on May 20th. A release from the division indicated that the wake will be held in the Scarborough Esplanade on May 27th. It's time for the community to gather, to support one another and express their thoughts and feelings, the division said. The division invited everyone to celebrate the life of the cultural icon. The celebration, billed as Are We Boy, invites attendees to gather in love, laughter, song, and remembrance to honor a true son of the soil. The division also asks attendees to walk with memories and stories of Mr. Baird for a true Tobago-style send-off. George Stanley Baird died on May 20th at age 79. He served in the House of Assembly, the THA, from 1984 to 2001, first as Assemblyman and then as a councillor. He was appointed THA Secretary of Tourism in 1987 and later served as chair of the Tourism Development Company. In 2024, Baird was awarded the Tobago Medal of Honor Gold for his outstanding contribution to public service, education, and culture. Standard 5 students from primary schools across the electoral district of Palatuvia, Lansfomé, Speyside were in for a treat today as Chief Secretary Fali Augustine took them on a trip to Trinidad. In a Facebook post updating on the trip, the Chief Secretary, who is a former teacher, said they hosted the students under his After-Sea Jamboree. The THA's area representative for Palatuvia Lansfomé, Speyside, also said that Form 5 students from Delaford RC and Delaford AC were part of the Trinidad excursion. Augustine said the group spent the day well, having immersive and educational experiences. We'll take a break and come back with more news for you. Stay with us.
Credit Union.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dreams on a team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed. Run Credit Union, you can believe that you can achieve it. Today you can live that dream. Pull up to the job and some brand new week with Credit Union. Yes you can, yes you can.
Come in and live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Do you want to be called doctor? The School of Higher Education shall, in conjunction with the prestigious Wolf University, presents a Doctors in Business Administration DBA. Earn a lifetime honor that certifies you with the highest level of academic excellence in a UK-based DBA. With triple certification for less than 100,000 TT dollars, ACTT recognized world-class university and international recognition. Easy payment plan, 100% retention rates, no foreign travel. Call the School of Higher Education Shell at 362-6205 or 797-1076 so you can be called doctor.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it and that not right.
Congratulations, you tinker. Getting money right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigatetT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
Hey, it's you. Come in. Long time I see you. This station pumping. Ready. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah. Total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla? I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back. Members of the IFA Orisha, the Council of Trinidad and Tobago, is appealing to the government to declare a national IFA Orisha Day in June. The Council's appeal for recognition of IFA as a sacred body of knowledge and Orisha as a virtual or vital spiritual tradition emphasizes the relevance of the proposed date. To garner support for their call, they have begun to canvass support by asking people to sign their petition. In appealing for the day, the head of the council, Shaka Alexander, reportedly said the significance of calling for the holiday in the first week of June is that this period marks the beginning of the Yoruba month. The petition said that giving the community Orisha Day is more than mere recognition. It is a vital step toward affirming the community's sacred traditions and cultural identity. In the petition, the group said the proposed date, quote, is about restoring dignity, honoring the Orisha and our ancestors, and affirming a legacy that has survived against all odds, which can inspire a sense of hope and resilience among supporters and others, end quote. As the public outcry continues over the May 21st, 2026 Director of Public Prosecution's direction to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to issue arrest warrants for Kaya Seeley, the girlfriend of the late Joshua Samaru, former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is among those speaking out. Joshua was killed in a police-involved shooting on January 20th, 2026 in St. Augustine. Speaking on the Rise and Shine morning talk show on Tobago Channel 5 today, Gary Griffith said he will not question DPP Roger Gaspard, senior counsel, as Gaspard is extremely competent. However, Griffith said he is concerned about the police story on the incident.
What we need to verify is that whether it is that what was presented to him would have been accurate and it would have been impartial, because you listen to the defense attorney and others, what we're hearing is that the suspect, Ms. Seeley, you're stating that she was not told that she was even a suspect until about just last month. So if she submitted a statement to the DPP, she would not have been able to provide a defense based on the claims by the police, which is totally unfair. And we do know that for the first, remember, we didn't hear anything about a firearm until 4 months later.
The former police commissioner said many questions remain unanswered about the police-involved shooting incident.
Why didn't gunpowder residue wasn't tested on her hand? Why did you check for fingerprint to verify that it will be same to the weapon that you claim that was in the vehicle? Why is it that police officers would stay out in the open in total breach of armed conflict and so that you need to cover from view and cover from fire, and you could stand up as if you're in a Rambo movie, expecting that you cannot get shot at? Why is it that one police officer, after he either emptied the clip or there was a stoppage, several seconds passed, the two persons in the car were neutralized, and you then drew your sidearm and continued to fire? That is an offense.
Griffith continued his line of questioning.
Then to claim that they knew that the lady was shooting at them or aiming a firearm at them, it means that you will aim back at the lady. But out of the 23 shots, 19 hit Mr. Samaru and 4 hit her. So why would most of the shots be aimed at the individual whose hands were in the air?
Griffith said people need to understand that the police are not alleging that Seeley shot her boyfriend. Rather, police allege that she aimed at them and, in firing back at her, they killed Joshua. Meanwhile, the former top cop is questioning why the police hierarchy is not acquiring body cameras for TTPS officers in Trinidad and Tobago.
I acquired 1,200 body cameras. You, as the commissioner, refused to utilize it. You misled the country by stating they are not good body cameras when I asked persons type AXON and GTEC. These are the body cameras used by most police departments in the United States. You then stated that, well, they can't use them properly because they could turn it on and turn it off. It shows its ignorance in understanding technology.
Griffith spoke more on the issue.
97% of body cameras used by US police departments and Europe, it must be turned on and turned off because it saves battery time before you start your duty when you sign for it at the station and return. A child could be abused, a woman could be abused, there could be a confidential informant who doesn't want to be recorded. So with all of these things, you refuse to use 1,200 body cameras that were effective up until 2021, and 5 years later, you all cannot get one body camera. The absence of the body camera shows either incompetence or deliberate intention by those in authority not to use body cameras.
Meanwhile, the former police commissioner, Gary Griffith, says he supports the implementation of another state of emergency as the homicide rate has reduced. He says that if it is not renewed, it may result in the homicide rate increasing.
In the absence of having a commissioner of police coming up with any crime-fighting tools or technology, she's left with no choice. And this is going to continue. Guevara was middle management. Imagine someone is a clerk 1 and they apply to be clerk 2 and they couldn't come in the top 30, for example, but they make it the CEO of the company. It is going to demoralize the organization, whilst at the same time, if you don't have the capability and the experience and the knowledge to be at the highest level in middle management, how you expect to do it as commissioner of police? That is why his comments and his statements have been based more of arrogance than understanding and explaining. And as I said, he doesn't have the capability to come up with anti-crime fighting strategies.
Griffith believes that Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissassa is justified in implementing a state of emergency.
Had the Prime Minister not put the state of emergency, we would have been going to 700 murders now. But the point is, so she's doing the state of emergency because of the failure of those in authority to come up with the proper anti-crime strategies to peg back the criminals.
The current state of emergency is scheduled to end on June 14th. With its implementation, it expanded officers' search and arrest powers, but there was no curfew. Meanwhile, there have been public marches in support of Kaya Seeley after the DPP gave directions for her arrest and manslaughter charges to be laid against her for the death of her then-boyfriend, Joshua Samaru. Now, activist and social media personality Wendell Eversley is calling on the United States government to launch an investigation into the police-involved killing.
I'm calling on the authorities in America to launch an independent investigation into the incident where we see the TTPS was involved in a trace of a civilian vehicle. We see where a civilian put out his hands up in the air. We see a lot of gunshots fire. We see where the TTPS take 2 persons out of a vehicle and put them in the back of a police vehicle.
Eversley, who was held hostage in the Red House during the 1990 attempted coup, has consistently championed justice to uphold Trinidad and Tobago's democratic principles. He walks throughout Trinidad and Tobago annually to commemorate the July 27, 1990 attempted coup. When we come back after this break, you'll hear some details about the World of Work program. Its registration reopens tomorrow.
Escape to elegance at Le Chateau Suites Tobago. Gated privacy, breathtaking villas, unforgettable memories, where Caribbean dreams become reality.
Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call 235-6947 today. Cathedral Credit Union. Member-owned, member-focused.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Online registration for the World of Work WOW program 2026 is reopening on Wednesday, May 27th, says the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sport. The link goes live on the division's official social media platforms at 9:30 a.m. The registration period is now set to close at 3:30 p.m. on Friday, May the 29th, 2026. The division acknowledges the disappointment expressed by all stakeholders who were unable to complete registration during the initial intake that opened on Monday, May the 25th, 2026 at 9 a.m. The program's capacity was reached by 9:53 a.m. and the portal closed. Therefore, the registration will reopen for new applications. However, the division advises that all applications will be screened in accordance with the program's established criteria and that applying does not guarantee placement. The division wishes to assure the public that fairness, transparency, and accessibility remain central pillars of the registration and selection process. All applications will be processed to ensure equal opportunity for eligible applicants. The division reaffirms its commitment to supporting Tobago's youth through a broad range of initiatives. While interest in the WOW program continues to increase annually, spaces have remained limited due to the need to balance participant safety while delivering a quality experience given the resources available to accommodate participants through meaningful work placements, supervision, and stipends, the division noted. The Election and Boundaries Commission, EBC, has a new member and chairman. This after Her Excellency Christine Carla Kangaloo, ORTT, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, administered the oath of office and presented the instrument of appointment to Jacqueline Wilton, Monday, 25th of May, 2026. According to President's House, Wilson, a former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Local Government and a director in the Governance and Institutional Development Division of the Commonwealth Secretariat, holds a Master of Arts in Political Science with a major in Human Resource Management. She also holds a Bachelor of Arts with honors in Public Administration from the University of Windsor, Ontario, in Canada. The EBC's new chairman accomplishments include helping to establish the first Ministry of Public Administration and Information and served as the first secretary to the Police Complaints Authority and contributed to the organizational redesign of the EMA. She also assisted in setting up the Ministry of Digital Transformation and was the permanent secretary from 2002 to 2006. And now for a sport item before we go tonight. The 4 last placed teams in the Tobago Football Association Premier Division League are battling to stave off demotion to the First Division next season. In a double-header carded for Wednesday 27th at Mount Grace Recreation Grounds, Phoenix FC will take on Eagles FC in the first game with kickoff at 5:30 p.m. Wim Leeds United will take on Charlottesville Police Youth Club in Game 2 starting at 7:30 p.m. When all matches in the Premier Division are finished, the 2 last placed teams will be relegated to the First Division to make way for the promotion of the first and second placed teams. The 2 teams will be promoted or to be promoted are Ball Blasters Youth Academy and Canby Mount Pleasant from the First Division. The first place Georgia FC and Roxborough Lakers have topped the standings. They will remain in the Tobago Football Association Premier Division next season. The weather forecast when we return.
Welcome to the National Women of the Church of God Grand Exposition 2026 Vendor Registration Portal. We're excited to bring together businesses from across our church community to showcase products, services, and the incredible talent within our network. The Grand Exposition will take place on Friday, May 29th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Shore Park Food Hub. Getting registered is simple and happens in 2 steps. Step 1. Complete the vendor registration form. Step 2. Complete your booth payment. After submitting the form, you will receive an email with instructions on how to finalize your payment using either credit card or online bank transfer. Be sure to complete both steps before the deadline. We look forward to having you participate in the National Women of the Church of God Grand Exposition 2026. Start your vendor registration today.
Daddy said it was our special lover. I told my granny, but she didn't help.
He was so nice when we talked online.
I threw up again. I just can't sleep. I failed my test. I missed school last week.
Now he wants pictures of my body. I have a right
to live free. Stop hurting me.
Please. Don't keep child abuse a secret. If you see something, say something. Report it today at 996. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago and the European Union United Nations Spotlight Initiative.
Weather tonight, significant concentrations of Saharan dust present. Warm and hazy night despite a light breeze. Tomorrow, significant concentrations of Saharan dust present again, so persons sensitive to the change in air quality should take the necessary precautions. Hazy and breezy windy despite the isolated brisk morning shower. Warm and hazy night despite a light breeze. Seas moderate. Winds east to east-southeast 10 to 45 kilometers per hour. Waves in open water 2.2 meters to 2.5 meters. In sheltered areas up to 1.5 meters. High tide is at 12:58 and 2 p.m. Low tides is at 7:34 and 7:33 p.m. Sunrise is at 5:38. Sunset is at 6:21. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius and fall to 26 degrees. And now let's recap tonight's headlines. Government extends landlord tax registration deadline. Orisha faithful wants national holiday. And World of Work program registration reopens tomorrow. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's newscast here on Channel 5. On behalf of our news team and our technical crew, I am Odiko O'Neill wishing you a good night.